This collection is more than just a launch. It's the realisation of a lifelong dream I've always carried with me. Every piece has been created with deep intention, inspired by my own personal journey and the moments that have shaped me. I hope you'll join me for my 1-year anniversary so we can celebrate together. Welcome to the launch of this amazing collection that I have worked incredibly hard on. It is my forever treasured jewellery collection, made with every single customer in mind. There is so much to talk about with this collection and why I wanted to even design jewellery in the first place. I have got 2 amazing hours coming up for you. The first hour is featuring the most amazing tanzanites. Tanzanite is a gemstone that I started working with so early on in my career. I have got all of these designs coming up for you featuring the pendant as well. And this is something that this is a design that really represents me, my personality, who I am and what I've learnt over the years from so many different jewellery designers, whether that be Kat Florence, Debbie Cavell, whether that be Cartier Van Cleef. It's come together so beautifully, and there were so many problems that we endured throughout this design, believe it or not. But I'm so proud today to actually auction this with you for the next couple of hours. This will be the first that we're starting with. Then, the one that pulls on my heartstrings is the Forever Treasured Yellow Diamond collection. This collection was a few years ago. I started putting pen to paper with this, and then sadly my beautiful nephew died and I just completely put it on hold. As you can imagine, something like that devastated my family, and today I sit here really proud to honour him, honour my sister and my brother-in-law with this collection that for me I call it my ray of sunshine, because he really was the happiest little boy in the world, and truly our little angel. And this is dedicated to him. As you know, it just became sort of synonymous for me, yellow diamonds and him being our ray of sunshine. So I'm really excited to be able to launch this with you today at 10 o'clock. It has been such a journey. I mean, as you can imagine, from the age of 19, I've been in this industry. I've had peaks, I've had pits, and I have had an amazing ride. And a year ago this week, I joined Gemporia after, you know, a lot of things happening in my personal life, and of course the tragic news of my nephew. I really needed some change. And I came to Gemporia and they took me under my wings, a lot of people that I'd already worked with from when I was 19. So it's almost like I've done a bit of a full circle here at Gemporia. And the team have really put their faith in me with this collection. And it hasn't been easy. And one of the first things I thought, and I remember speaking to Debbie Cavell, this is a true story, years ago. I'm talking, maybe I was in my first year or two, and you know, I hadn't even trained with the GIA at this point, but I was so eager. I've always been so eager. And I remember being like, I really want to design some jewellery and I really want to do this. And she was like, yeah. And she must have thought I was absolutely bonkers, because, and I get it now, because, you know, it's not something you can do overnight. This comes with years of experience, of seeing, experiencing other designs, being in the presence of designers like Debbie Cavell herself, being in the presence of different gemstones, traveling across the world. When I went to the JCK show, that was even a light bulb moment of, this isn't easy and this doesn't happen overnight. And you really have to have a love, a want and a passion for it. There are times that I have been so overwhelmed that I'm like, I almost felt like being like, forget it, I'm not doing it, it's too much, I don't know what I should choose, I don't know what will look like this, I don't know what grading, because I just, ultimately you want it to be perfect for the customers that have followed you in your 17-year career. You at home have been the most integral part of the last 17 years, and this is truly for you as well. I hope that you really do enjoy them. I hope that we can continue to create joy together. And thank you so much for giving me 17 years in this industry. I am so lucky to be able to do this. And I don't take it for granted, ever. I am going to start today with my incredible tanzanite. Now, this is a design. Now, I've done classic, but I've also been able to bring you the most flamboyant design I think I could possibly do. And I am so, so pleased. This has turned out exactly how I envisioned it about 10 months ago, 11. Well, to be fair, we started talking about this 10 months ago. But goodness me, has it had its challenges. And I want to just already say thank you to Bree, who has been an absolute lifesend. The back and forth that her and I have had in the most beautiful way. She has been such an integral part of this. And she is amazing. She's part of our buying team. And she's just been incredible. This design was so difficult for so many different reasons. Now, it wasn't as such the tanzanite that was the problem. Well, and that was something we argued about. And first of all, we talked about, I said, I want AAA. And then I had a conversation with our director, Zoe, and she said, Kim, you know, you want this to be an affordable collection, which I do. And she said, have you seen the quality of our AA? So I had so many people supporting me, to then which I went back to Bree and said, I want to see the quality of our AAs, which, as you know, and this is why I'm such a big fan of this statement. I'm not just saying it. We over-deliver in such a way with our tanzanites. And I think it's the reason why Gempori have been going for 21 years. It's because we invested in this gemstone when we did. So what we did is we changed a lot of things. We were going to do also all of the zircons the same size, but then we decided, and then the measurements weren't coming up great. Even the actual dimensions of the space in between every single zircon, some of them were slightly off. I wanted it to be absolutely perfect for you. This ballerina, this sunburst, this starburst, this shooting star that was perfectly symmetrical, but so, so flamboyant. We're going to start today with the ring. I've also got the earrings, but then I also have a second alternative for you of the ring itself. We are going to do something amazing. This ring is absolutely stunning. There is something truly captivating about this. And there's so much to talk about with it, because the tanzanites themselves, ladies and gentlemen, are just, I feel like it's like a piece of twilight captured within the stone. The velvety tanzanite at the centre, holding the mystery of a sky just after sunset. The colour is hypnotic, shifting between royal blues, soft violets, like a secret only the light is allowed to understand. What makes this ring, the pendant and the earrings, unforgettable is the way it radiates. Those elongated zircons that burst outward like a crown of light, like frozen rays of 1,000 tiny stars orbiting that luminosity within the centre. It's not just a halo by any means. This is the most elaborate sunburst, celestial bloom I have ever brought to you. The heart of a galaxy and everything around it drawn into its gravity. There is a drama to it, there is a presence to it. And what is so incredible is that it doesn't whisper, it enchants. Every movement sends light dancing into a sharp, brilliant flash, while the centre stone remains deep, calm, and endlessly alluring, like still waters under the starlit sky. It's not just a ring, it's not just a pendant, it's not just a pair of earrings. It's a moment of magic, caught, held, and worn like it was always meant to find you. I hope you adore this collection as much as I do. Now, we all know tanzanite, we all know and we understand this collection so much. This is now about design. This is now about being able to bring to you something that is so spectacular.